So there seems to be some kind of bug happening related to nightmare dungeons and your character out in the real world. This is some video content from me just basically obliterating mobs in the Fields of Hatred in the world zone, basically. I really have no issue going from pack to pack and basically totally annihilating each pack. But something weird happened last night where I was doing some content here. I went over and did some nightmare dungeons, and I went back to this zone, and suddenly I couldn't kill anything. I was thinking something had happened. I wasn't sure. I thought, did I delete an item or something? But it was something that was super strange, and it might be something that you've run into yourself and not even realize if you've been running nightmare dungeons whatsoever. So I was doing a nightmare dungeon, and this specific nightmare dungeon, the mobs are taking quite a bit longer to kill. And the reason for that is one specific negative affix that reduces the critical damage that I do by 60%. So this affix actually causes me to kill things pretty slowly. But here's where things get interesting. Going back to the zone after the fact, I suddenly found myself unable to kill these mobs. Now, looking at it at the VOD, I realized that I'm now doing similar crit numbers to the dungeon I was in, and therefore I'm pretty sure that sometimes negative affixes that you roll on your nightmare dungeons can carry over to real-world content. And here's me kind of looking at my items, being like, what's going on? Like, what's happened here? And in fact, all I changed about my build was I got my Gore's grips. So I should be doing more damage, not less damage. Now, before some of you say, oh, it's scaling all over again, you leveled up twice. The scaling's not this harsh. It's not something that is this negative. But time and again, going 2 packs after rolling this nightmare dungeon, I am completely unable to do the same damage that I was doing before. And if you've experienced this yourself, the good news is simply logging out and logging back in actually did fix this. I relogged and was actually going to record some more footage, and voila, I was back to nuking packs again. If you find yourself rolling nightmare dungeons and then suddenly struggling in world content, this may be the case. Now, the question is, does it carry over from nightmare dungeon to nightmare dungeon? And if it does, then if you're going to be pushing sigils, you definitely want to relog between sigils just to make sure that this bug does not carry over. So all that to say, hope this helps if you've been finding yourself in a similar situation, and we'll catch you later.